I wonder if you guys could hear me or not. We're trying a new microphone today, so I'm curious to know if it's working. I'm gonna have to wait for a few more people to show up. What's up, folks? How's everybody doing? Can you hear me? Sounds good. Nice. Yeah, new microphone. You can barely see it. It's right here on the collar. How we doing? We're doing good. This Lady Lucky is right here.
Hi, everybody. Hi, guys.
Cold day, windy day, foggy day, but it's not raining, so I'm happy about it. Nice. The new microphone is working out great. We had a different microphone last time, and I noticed it started to get a little staticky as I moved back away from the phone. Right now I'm chopping these boards level with the posts. Hopefully the microphone will cut out some wind noise as well, because it is pretty breezy. I was going to extend these past the footings, going a full 8 foot, but I don't think that's the best idea. I can always add on to it later if I want. Oh, what a nice cut. What a beautiful cut. Did we get rid of Clifford? Yes, we did. We sold Clifford and we bought the Jeep and this truck. We actually bought this truck first. We weren't expecting on buying a Jeep. We actually didn't think we could ever afford a Jeep Gladiator. I got really lucky though. I'll tell that story another day. 20K, let's go. Yes, thank you everybody. Everybody that's here, thank you for sticking around all this time and supporting the channel, coming to the live streams, showing up at the premieres, commenting on all the videos. You guys made it possible. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Nicole. Special thank you to Nicole. She's been a mod on this channel for a very long time now. Kind of afraid to move the camera. I think I'm going to leave it there for a little while. Let's actually point it this way so I can show you what I'm doing next. A little bit more. About right there. We're going to run, you see these? I know I keep moving it. You see the green pressure treated boards at the front? We're going to do the same thing on the back side. All right, can you guys still hear me? I just got a phone call and it might have messed up the live stream. Can you hear me still? Let me know. I'm gonna go get a board real quick. You can hear me. Okay, good. Yeah, sometimes when I get a phone call, the audio will cut out from the live stream. I feel like that's the problem we've been having lately. And the audio might cut out a little bit because I'm kind of far from the receiver. Let's see what happens. Oh, no wonder that's heavy. I forgot we bought a bag of concrete today. We got one more footing to do, so I needed one more bag of concrete. And before I put this up, I'm going to check this board for the crown. I've explained this in my previous videos, but the crown is the high point of the board. And you always want to put the crown facing up towards the sky. That way gravity can bend it down and make it level. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, every board is not perfectly straight. They're kind of bowed like a rainbow. And the crown is the top point of that rainbow, the very, very top of it. The top of this board, the crown of this board is right here. So it's kind of rainbowing this way. So as it settles, it'll level out. If I put the crown at the bottom, it's kind of like a bowl already, and as gravity pulls it down, it'll create more of a bowl. It's not what we want. So yeah, always pay attention to where your crown is at. We put up 2 boards today, and every single one has been level up to this point. Hopefully that continues. Let's check it now. Yeah, thanks again. Thank you everybody for 20K. Never thought I'd be here. Special thank you to Will for inspiring me to do YouTube. I wouldn't be on YouTube if it weren't for Will. So Will, thank you. Another special thank you to Will for bringing the Starlink. I wouldn't be doing this live stream if it weren't for Will. So really, really appreciate you, dude. Thank you. I feel like this needs to be slightly lower. Yep. I need to shave this board down a hair. Oh, that's why. Same as the front. The post isn't sitting all the way down into the post bracket. Well, that's our problem right now. Let me unscrew it real quick. Give me like 2 minutes, folks. I'm going to come check the chat here shortly. So this stud is keeping this post slightly elevated. So what we need to do right now, for one, is tighten this so it doesn't move. And 2, we need to cut a small hole down here so that the stud fits into the 4x4 post. The alternative would be to cut the stud, but I don't have the grinder today. So let me show you what over here. And this should do it. Jesus. And this will be a good opportunity to come check the chat. I'm on my way. Whoa, 62 people. What's up, guys? Dang. Alex is here. What's up, Alex? Sebastian, Beard King. Peter. Who else we got in here? Rude. Cannibal. It's gonna rain. No, it's not. It's not gonna rain. What's up, Carrie? Andrew Cooley. Yeah, finally got the mic, folks. Huge upgrade on the channel. So this is what we're doing right now. I need to make a small hole in the center of this so that the stud on that anchor over there can sit in there. Probably not the best idea to make a hole. It could promote rot in the future, but since these are off the ground, I don't think that it's going to rot very quickly. The alternative is to cut that down, but I don't have the tools to cut that down. So this is the quick and easy way. I don't know about easy. A lot easier with a flathead screwdriver or a chisel or a drill bit. And the options are endless. This is not the best way to do this by far. Don't even have a hammer with me today. I wasn't anticipating needing a hammer. Oh yeah, see, Andrew, I know. This is just what I had in the back of the truck, so we gotta work with what we got. If I was at home with all my tools, it'd be a different story, but I'm not. As soon as we get a living space here, I can start bringing more and more tools, and we'll be more prepared as time goes on. Yeah, look at this crowbar is as dull as it could be. It's not a good option. Let me see what else I have in the truck real quick. I'll be right back. Good. I need my drill. Nice. All right, we found one better. Check it out. It's a 1-inch drill bit. Too far. Alex can't save the day. Oh no. Get dirt bikes. Oh. 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 Crazy you said that. Look what we brought up today. Hopefully we didn't lose the live stream. Dirt bike. It's not the fastest, it's not the biggest, but it's got meaty tires and it's in pretty good shape. Shout out to my buddy Jimmy. He hooked it up with that dirt bike for free. I helped him out with a couple projects last year, and he gave me a call the other day and said, hey, I have something for you. Come by the house. That's what he had for me. So all it needed is a new carb. The carb is blocked up, so I bought one. It was only like $8 on Amazon. We're going to be installing that carb today. Nice. So I pressed this 4x4 down hard enough so that I can see the marking of the stud that we're putting it up to. And I don't have to go too deep. Just enough to hide that stud. Just enough to bring this post down a little bit. Probably did it. I would say that's probably good. Let's not lose this. You see how I just tossed this on the ground? I don't know if you guys can see that from that far away, but I just tossed my drill bit off to the side on the ground. And I probably could have lost it there. Good thing I remembered and put it in my pocket. Oh no. How's it looking so far? Is it looking promising? Is it looking decent for about $150 worth of material? We're using a level today. I think we spent enough days not using tools. Finally came to our senses, so yeah, now we're using a level, a tape measure. Hopefully it pays off. Let's check that board for level, speaking of. See if we fixed it any. Yes, we did. It's a lot better. It's a whole lot better. All right, last one. It's gonna go here. Somehow, the width of this building is exactly 24 feet. I did not have to trim that board. I mean, it met up perfectly. I did not think that was gonna happen. Pretty impressed with my half-assed job so far. Just imagine what we're capable of when I have everything together and I'm doing things properly. Our big house is going to be so nice. All right. Hopefully you can see me, hear me, all that good stuff. Yeah, I have one. The backside was about 1/2 inch smaller than the front. Not too shabby at all. And the only thing left to check is if this is level or not. And it should be. Looks pretty level.
It's like warped. Does it work? You see how these are like.
You gotta put the bubble facing up. Yeah, and that one's kind of warped a little bit.
Oh, there's like a. Oh wow, there's a look through.
Yeah, you can see it from the top and from the side.
That's so smart.
Okay, it's pretty close. It could probably use a little adjusting, which I'll do now in a bit off camera. Yeah, I'm gonna chat with you guys for about 5 or 10 minutes. There goes my screws. You guys have any questions for us, for the tiny house, for the property? The world is off enough to not use a level, no kidding. The world is round. How can we be straight if everything else is round, relatively? What is dark matter? Dark matter is matter that's not light. World is flat. Oh no, not a flat earther. Let's not get into that. Just loving the content. Thank you. So am I. I've been having a blast making content. I don't think I've ever had this much fun creating content for you guys. How many rooms in the tiny house? Maybe 1.5. I think the goal is to have a small living room / kitchen that feeds into a little bathroom, and then above the bathroom would be a sleeping loft. If we can squeeze it in, we'll have a private bedroom, and then on top of the private bedroom will be the sleeping loft. I don't know how I'm going to design the inside yet. It kind of depends on the material that we find. So yeah, this whole project is not planned out. It's going to evolve as I get deals on windows and doors and sheetrock and plywood and all the other building materials that I'm going to need. I'm always on the hunt for a deal, looking for free materials right now. If you're local and have anything that might be beneficial for this, whether it be a window, a door, old tin for the roof, anything, I might use it. That'd be a lot of fun. Good chance to collaborate with you guys too. What's up, Beer King? Doing a septic? Yes, we're gonna install probably a brand new septic system. Not sure where yet. It's gonna be about 10 grand though. It's gonna be a while. I don't know what we're gonna do to raise that money. At the pace we're going, it looks like we might make between $300 and $500 this month on YouTube. It's just a projection right now. Anything can happen. But if that's the case, we could probably have a septic system by next year if we save every single YouTube check. We'll have a septic system by middle to end of next year. I'm going to lose my job here in a couple weeks, so I won't be making any income whatsoever starting middle November. The golf course is going to close for the season, so I'll be out of job. I don't want to take donations. I'm saying it right now, no donations. We're going to do this organically. We're going to do this through the channel. If you guys want to support the channel and watch my videos and leave comments on everything, that'd be cool. That does help. But yeah, no donations. We don't need it. We're out here to prove that this type of lifestyle, that doing this type of thing is possible with a very limited budget. So yeah, not everybody can get donations, and we're not going to take donations. Everybody can make a YouTube channel though, and that's what I'm kind of trying to push towards. I want to show that if people want to do this and they need a couple extra $100 every month, if they put enough time and energy into a YouTube channel, they could definitely make it happen. This lifestyle is possible on a couple $100 a month, especially if you own the land, you have no bills, live off grid, invest in a simple solar system that you could probably find used on Marketplace for around $100. You have yourself power, you have yourself a possible living space. I mean, we're only 150, close to $200 into this project right now. I have all the material, enough material to get a nice foundation going. And it's probably going to cost only a couple hundred more than that to dry it in, make it livable. Yeah, we'll be taking dumps in the woods, and not with you, Michael. No, sir. I doubt that anybody knows where this place is at. It is pretty far out here. So I'd be really surprised if you were out there watching. And if you were out there watching right now, you ain't seeing nothing, Michael, because visibility is probably about a quarter mile today. Look at the fog. You can't see anything up here. Nothing at all. So yeah, I'm not too worried about you, bud. Isn't that a nice shot though? Doesn't the house look so cool? 120-year-old cabin. It's ridiculous. Well, Brian, you say that gas for transportation and heating would cost more than $100 a month. You're absolutely right. But YouTube's not the only way to make extra money. I mean, you can hustle. If you found a property like this and it was affordable and you scored it and you were living here without a paycheck, there's a field of hay out there. I can go out there and bale some hay and take it to town, sell it for $10 a bale. I can sell mullein, wild herbs, rocks. I mean, there's things to do here that I can make money on, but I'm not going to go that route. We're going to try and do this solely on YouTube money. It's going to be tough. It's probably not going to happen. I'm going to have to invest some of my hard-earned money, some of my work money into this project just to get it done on a timely manner. It's definitely doable if you have unlimited time, but since we're trying to do this before the snow falls, I might have to invest some of my own money. Living off the land, that is the ultimate goal, of course. Hunting for our food, growing our garden. We have plenty of fruit trees already and we're bringing more up here. So lots of fruit trees, lots of tomatoes, lettuce, spinach, squash, watermelons. I mean, everything. We're going to try and do corn. Corn has been a tough one. We have some blue corn, native blue corn that we want to grow. We have a lot of big plans and they're all going to happen next spring. We got the property too late this year. It took everything. It took everything in our power to land this place. I mean, you guys don't understand. We have never gone all in on a place like this, ever. I think our most expensive property was probably close to $40,000. And this one, I think more than tripled it. Yeah, it's pretty pricey. So yeah, we're kind of nervous. We're definitely in over our head financially. We've never paid this much for anything in our entire lives. So we're hoping that everything works out okay. Perfect time to plant garlic. Yes, that's actually, speaking of, you guys are you're on it today. With the dirt bike, with the garlic. Miss Lady Lucky, you see her right there? She is planting a whole bunch of garlic right now. A whole garlic bed. She's been working hard. We're going to try and get her channel going here pretty soon too. Then we'll have 2 incomes. We'll use 2 YouTube checks for the property and then things will get done twice as fast. Do we have chickens? Great question. Of course we have chickens. Look at that fog. What a crazy day. We're going to be bringing the ducks up here also pretty soon. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the chickens. They're actually just roosters right now. All our ladies are still in town. We're letting the roosters test the mountain out, checking for predators, looking for weak spots in the coop. Once we're confident enough with the roosters, we'll bring the ladies down here for them, and the ducks and everyone else. Yeah, thank you. When are we gonna get the yellow Toyota going? I've been driving it all week. What do you mean? It's going just fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I guess what you're trying to ask is, when are we gonna bring the yellow Toyota up here? And the answer to that is, I don't know. I have no idea. It's too nice to bring up here. I'll beat it up. I actually don't really need it for anything up here right now. So why bring it up here? It's my daily driver. I drive it to work. I drive it around town. So yeah, why would I bring it up here and have it sit where I couldn't really use it for anything, you know? If I was traveling back and forth and building my cabin and working up at the land, then I'd probably bring the Toyota here and use it as a hauler. And I'd be bringing wood materials up and down. But yeah, we're not at that point right now. Probably won't be at that point until next year. Oh, we saw the bears, Ryan. We saw the bears 2 weeks ago. We're driving home and we almost hit one in the road. So yeah, definitely bear. Definitely, what's the word? Bobcats. There's bobcats out here. I know Will thinks that I saw the neighbor's house cat. It wasn't a house cat. It was way too fuzzy. I saw the house cat that he put in his video. And the cat that I saw, or the paw that I saw in the chicken coop, had longer fur. It was a lot longer. It was a lot bigger. The paw was bigger for one, and the fur was longer. I did get to see the tail. Had a white tip tail. So I'm thinking bobcat. It wasn't big enough to be a mountain lion, of course, but it was a big cat, and it was fuzzy. Are we gonna hunt it? Probably not. I'm not a big hunter, especially if I'm not gonna eat it. I will only hunt if I'll be eating the meat. So probably not. There's other ways around predators other than hunting. We can deter them with dogs. We can put traps out and release them in a different location. I can put deterrents around the property to keep them away, coffee grounds, and there's other home remedies that you can do. So yeah, panther. I heard there's panther out here too. There's a very rare, hardly ever see them, but there's been black panther sightings. I don't know how true that is or not. What are the county rules for setting up a septic system? I think I could do it myself as long as I had the machines, heavy equipment, and then I would just have to hire a company to come inspect the system and certify it. So it's pretty laid back, but I do have to get it certified. I will have to go through a company. And then if I'm going to be going through a company, I have a couple friends in town that it's their livelihood. It's their job to install septic systems. So instead of doing it myself, I might just pay them to do it, give them the money, give them the business. Win-win situation. They get a nice little paycheck. I get what I need. They'll probably give me a fair deal. See Alex already. Boom. Alex knows somebody. And if it's Alex's homie, it's probably a lot better than my homie. So yeah, I mean, there's options. There's things we could do, and I would much rather pay someone to do it than to do it myself, unless I felt confident doing it myself, like with this tiny house. Of course, I'm not going to pay someone to build a tiny house for me when I can do it myself. Septic, that I've never done before. That needs special permits and inspections, and I'd rather leave that to the professionals. I don't like to deal with shit. Wish I kept it to myself. Content is way more genuine. What do you mean? Kept it to myself? Like not posted content? Like not sharing our journey? I'm not really sure what you mean there. Don't call Johnny. Oh no. I didn't know he did that. You're with Brian. That's a cool hat. Everybody likes this hat. Thank you guys. I don't know what it is about this hat. It is pretty patriotic. Does a fireplace work in that cabin? It doesn't have a fireplace. It has a chimney, as you can see, but it's set up for a wood stove. So we need to find a wood stove and all the proper pipe. They're kind of hard to come by, especially right now. We're looking at the wrong time. I should have been looking for a wood stove during the summer when everybody's getting rid of them. But not right now. Alex built Will a wood stove, and we thought about installing that inside the cabin, but the stovepipe is kind of too small. I'm not sure if it would be safe to use indoors right now. So yeah, that might be an outdoor wood stove or like a log cabin wood stove, Alex. We're definitely going to use it on something. I'm waiting for Will to use it. He hasn't really mentioned it. So if he doesn't take ownership of that one, I might take it from him. We'll see what Will wants to do. I'm definitely getting my fire pit going though. Yeah, the fire pit is put in work already. So that will be coming out here soon. Build a mortar stove. Brick and mortar stove. No, not in the cabin. The cabin is potentially too nice to have something like that. I want to get like an old 1900s cooking wood stove, the one with all the burners on top. And yeah, that's what I want. I want to be able to cook in there with the log cabin. Foggy, I know. Isn't that crazy? And it's just rolling in. I thought it would clear out, but it's actually getting more dense. I'm going to end this live pretty soon. We've been on for 30 minutes. I need to get back to work before it starts raining. So I will be ending the live stream here shortly. So it's fun though. Glad I got on. How old is the cabin? The cabin is 120 years old. And then back here, I already showed you back there where Miss Lady Lucky is planting the garlic. That actually used to be the foundation of an old schoolhouse, which was older than the cabin. So the school was here first. Then they needed a full-time teacher. So they built the cabin, and that was the teacher's quarters. That's where the teacher lived. And this was a full-blown school. I mean, the whole area, the whole valley would come here, education. I'm sure there was a small town nearby. Across the way, about a few acres going that way, there's the graveyard for everybody. I'm really glad we didn't get that property. We don't have any graveyard on our land, but yeah, this was a full-blown functioning society out here in a small city, town, whatever you want to call it, which is pretty neat. How close is the neighbor? We got one neighbor. That's his house way over there. We have a fence separating the two. And we can always put a privacy fence up if we wanted to. But he's a really nice guy. He keeps to himself. He's hardly ever home. We haven't had any issues with the neighbor. I think Will possibly has had a couple problems with his dogs running over there and messing with the neighbor's dogs. And I'm sure the noise, he's not happy about all the noise we're making, but what can you do? This is our land. We're going to use it. Plant broccoli and kale. Yes, definitely. There's lots of hay out there. There's lots of edibles for the chickens, herbs. There's mint, and oh man, I was cutting grass the other day and it smelled so good out there from all the different wild stuff that's growing out in the field. Do I have merch? Not yet. Everybody keeps telling me to do merch. I'm not money hungry, folks. I'm not here to make $1 million, you know. It would be nice to make a living off of YouTube one day, but I understand that I'm gonna have to put in a living's worth of work to get a living out of YouTube, and it is a lot of work. So yeah, I'm only looking to get paid for the work that I'm putting in. You know, I'm not looking for anything more than that. Merch, it is work, so yeah, technically it would be a good idea, and it'd be a fair trade deal. You guys get something cool with the Lucky name on it, and we get to make a little bit of money. I wouldn't take advantage of you guys. I wouldn't be selling $100 t-shirts or anything like that. Everything would be fair. But I haven't had time to sit down and plan out merch yet. Maybe one of you guys makes hats or t-shirts or something and wants to help out. I would love to give the business to a subscriber than to somebody random, you know, or some online printify or whatever. I'd much rather do someone local, like T here. Van Gogh makes you have a screen printer. I knew you had a screen printer. There's a comment now. Yeah, I thought you had a screen printer. I thought I had seen some videos and some shorts. That'd be awesome. That'd be really, really cool. You might have to send me an email, T. My email is luckythrives317@gmail.com. Send me an email. We'll be in touch. I will probably order at least, maybe we'll start with like a 20 shirt order, and I can send them out for free to 20 subscribers, 20 random subscribers for 20K, you know? I've been wanting to do a giveaway. This might be the perfect opportunity to do something. I should get the P.O. box going again. That was a lot of fun. You guys sent some really, really awesome stuff, and it was fun getting things from you guys and then incorporating them into our cabin and our build and our content. I think that was a lot of fun. I did enjoy that. So yes, I will get the P.O. box going again. We'll do that. Be careful. Did I forget you? Of course not, Connie. How could I forget you, Connie? You're like one of the true OGs. You've been here for so long. Yeah, thank you, Connie. I might have missed a comment of yours. I'm sorry. I've been getting a lot of comments lately. It's getting tough to reply to everybody. I didn't think we were going to have this problem so early on. Yes, have to be careful with copyright, trademarks, especially with Lucky brand being out. You know, I don't think I posted it yet, but I went to the Lucky Brand corporate headquarters, and I went with the best intentions. I wanted to get some information. I wanted to do a social media partnership. I mean, anything. I would have taken like even just one free hat. And I could say, hey, look, I went to the corporate office and they hooked it up with a hat, and this is my favorite brand, you know, because they are. But I kind of got cold shouldered at the corporate office, and it left a bad taste in my mouth. I didn't like that. So I don't know if I would ever do anything like that again. I'm not going to pursue business opportunities like that. I'll just let them come organically. But yeah, it took a lot of courage to walk into that office and try and get a job, or not even a job, just a social media sponsorship. That's all I was asking for. Just information on one. That's all I wanted. And yeah, I got cold shouldered. It was kind of humbling. It was a little embarrassing, but hey, I shot my shot. I gave it a chance, you know. One day at a time. That's right, Mandy. Yeah, I like my logo. I made my logo. Nobody else has made that. Lucky Thrives. No one can copyright that. Like, that's perfect. And my logo is right on point. It pretty much describes everything that we do and everything we're about. So the logo I love, and that's already made. I can send you a PDF of that tee, and then I'll let you run with that. I know how creative you are, and see what you come up with. I want you to add your own little flair to that, just like Vice Ronan did when he came and painted the mural. He wanted me to put all this input into what we wanted on the mural, and I kind of wanted the opposite. I wanted him to pour his own creativity into it. So I kind of expect the same thing for the t-shirts. I want you to put your little signature in there, T. Even if it was the Van Gogh or something, definitely your tag would be on those shirts. I want to shout you out. Yeah, we'll do something cool. How far are we from San Luis? Ah, man, I don't know exactly. I'd say probably 4 or 5 hours, something like that. We're closer to Colorado than we were at the last property, but it's still a little ways away. A giant flagpole with the Lucky flag on it. Wouldn't that look nice, huh? Right at the entrance. I think we're going to do an entry gate for sure in the future, and we'll put the logo on the gate. So I'm going to need a metal cutter CNC guy to cut me a giant Lucky Thrives logo out of sheet metal. You were thinking we ended up in Texas. We've been there, done that. We've been all over Texas. We love it. It's our home state. I mean, I'm wearing my Aggie shirt now. I lived in College Station for a few years. That's where we built our first off-grid tiny house, was in College Station. While I was going to college, I was going to Texas A&M at the time. And we built a pretty massive 2-story tiny house. It was about twice the size of this one, and obviously twice the size going vertically. And it was an amazing house. I built it with my wife, my grandpa, no other help. We did everything completely off-grid. Had no utilities, no bathroom, no septic, no nothing. And the house turned out awesome. It was probably one of our favorite places that we've lived at. We were right on a lake. We got to go fishing every day. The dogs went swimming in the mornings, and they had free reign of the property. We had acreage and forest, and it was great. But the weather was hot, especially in the summers. It was almost unbearable. The bugs, we were dealing with fleas and chiggers, mosquitoes. And then the snakes. We had cottonmouths and rattlesnakes and all the scary stuff, you know. So yeah, we loved that place, but it just wasn't New Mexico. The whole time we were there, we were missing the mountains. So we came back, and we've been here ever since. What's the next step on the tiny once I get back to work? Thank you for reminding me. I do need to get back to work. So right now we're doing the outline of the foundation, and then I'm going to put all the joists in. They're going to go horizontally this way. There's about 22 of them, I believe. We're measuring 16 on the center and going all the way across. So that'll finish the frame. The frame will be completely done. Then next time we come up, we're going to bring hopefully some insulation. I know it's going to be a little costly. I have a couple sheets. I think I have 3 sheets, so I'll only need to buy 2 more. But we're going to do foam board insulation between the joists here in the floor. We're going to put house wrap over the top to get a waterproof barrier. And we're going to put OSB flooring. Then we'll have a nice flat floor. And then after that, we start the framing. A bunch of 2x4s. We start framing up the walls, and this thing's gonna be dried in no time. Are we gonna do skirting to keep critters out? Yes, definitely. I made sure to put the front 24 inches off the ground, which is about the width of one of these metal sheets. I found a place to get them for $5 a sheet. They're old, off of an old barn. So we're gonna repurpose those as skirting. We'll have metal skirting. And if I can't get the metal, we'll just use 2x6s and we'll kind of pallet board them going down to the ground. So yeah, I am gonna skirt it. It's gonna help keep the critters out. I wanna be able to have access underneath if I need to do plumbing, electric, anything in the future. So I did elevate it off the ground. This is also gonna prevent flooding. Keeping it off the ground is gonna keep the water from rushing into the house. So I'm happy with the design. I'm happy with the way it turned out. I didn't level anything prior to this, and so far all of my boards have been perfectly level. The foundation is mostly square. I was off by a ½ inch, which is nothing. That's acceptable in building code. So I'm pretty impressed. Everything turned out way better than I thought. Is land in New Mexico reasonable? Not right now. Man, we're so used to buying property for under 20, 30,000. Typically we pay between 1,000 and 5,000 per acre for the properties that we buy. And this one was triple everything that we bought before in the past. This was by far the most expensive piece of property that we can find. And the caveat there was having water. There was affordable land in the state that we looked at, but it didn't have any water, not like this place. So if you want water, expect to pay a pretty hefty price. And I don't regret it. The water was crucial. It's kept the animals alive and given us security living up here and wanting to stay up here. We have a clean source of water. So yeah, we love it. Oh, you're watching Lady Lucky swinging away, huh? She's been working hard since we got up here, and I have not been. I've been on the live stream for 45 minutes. Do we need permits? Not for a project like this, as long as we keep it under 200 square foot, which this one is actually going to be 196. We're all good. Don't need a permit. We might need a permit for the house. The house is going to be massive. Biggest project I've ever built in my entire life. I'm going to try and do it all by myself. If I need a second hand, we'll call Will and Jesse to come help us. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's true. I guess this isn't a waste of time. I'm making a little bit of money doing a live stream. Definitely not as much as I'd be making by working. So let me get back to work. I'll leave the live rolling. Let's see if we can get an hour going. All right, so what I was just doing there, I forget I have the mic, so I can actually talk to you guys while I'm working. These boards were a little bowed. All the lumber that we're using is coal, repurposed. These had a little bend to them, so they weren't lining up perfectly. And I had to bend them back. I put 2 screws in there to hold them in place. So right now they're perfectly lined up. Everything is level. And I think this project is good to go for the most part. Our only spot that's not level is this back wall here. It slopes down here, it slopes downhill just a little bit. This wall is level. So do you think, I mean, it's not the worst idea to have a slight downslope. It's not like the bubble's all the way to the side. It's just a little tilted. So that wall back there is going to be sloped downhill, maybe 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/4 inch. Is that the worst idea? Kind of makes everything flow downhill, you know? I don't know. I don't know if that's going to make a huge difference in the grand scheme of things. Will is not ready for Alaska. Why do you say that? You think I'm ready for Alaska? Do you think I can do Alaska? With what you've seen? You guys have probably only seen half of what I'm capable of, so just based on what you've seen, do you think that we could hack Alaska? Yeah, Will is going to purchase half the land, I believe. No money has been exchanged yet. We haven't gotten any payment whatsoever, so we're going solely based on Will's word at the moment. And last time we did that, not with Will, with somebody else, last time we took their word for it, it ended up really, really badly for us. So we're very nervous. We're nervous. We don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Giving him a chance for sure. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It is going to be a lot of fun. The rim joist should be on top of the 4x4. I know, and I was gonna notch all the 4x4s and get them to sit so that they're sitting on top. And yeah, I probably could have done that. I built decks like this many, many times. I think we'll be okay. This isn't a giant house; it's a tiny home, so I think we're all right. Hunters just got here. Where am I? I am at Lucky Acres. Lucky Acres. Is the truck 4x4? No, it's not. It is not, unfortunately. Small mistakes will add up in the end. Yes, they will. So I'm going to try and do what I can to fix that back wall. Make sure that it's a level. I'll make some adjustments. I only have a couple screws in there, so I can move things around right now. Wild Adventurous Outpost. Yes, that's what I was going to do. He suggested that I go back later and put some 2x4s. I'll probably use the 2x6s if I don't have any scrap 2x4s. Put those down here like that, which will actually help bring this level with the rim joist, and then I can put my skirting right on top of that. So something like this is what he's saying. If I put a board under here to hold the rim joist, it'll be just fine. It'll be similar to cutting the notch in the 4x4 and sitting it on top. So yeah, I thought about that already. That's the route that I am going to go. And I hear something. Oh, it's the neighbor. I thought Will was coming. Yeah, I was pretty excited. I thought Will was about to show. It's just a neighbor. Where did I get my building skills from? My grandpa. My grandpa taught me everything I know. And so did his brother. Both very, very successful carpenters, contractors. I've been working with them all my life since I was little. So I just been watching them, learning everything I can, and it's translated to everything that I've been doing in my life. So, yep. Shout out to my grandpa. He's no longer with us, but we miss him every single day. Thank you, Grandpa. Thank you. Is our neighbor around a lot? No, not really. It doesn't bother us either. He's a good neighbor. My grandpa live streamed. Did I ever get him on a live stream before? I don't know if I ever got him on a live stream before. I posted a couple shorts about him though. We've gone golfing a couple times. But yeah, he passed away a couple years ago. Don't worry about it. Thanks for showing up. You made it just in time. I was about to end the live stream. What do I plan on having as features in the tiny house? Oh, good question. Big windows, beautiful views. Tiny kitchen for sure. We love to cook. We love to cook, so kitchen's our priority. Full size bed. I don't want to be sleeping on a twin. I want a full size bed. And I guess I don't know. Composting toilet, so we don't have to do the septic right away. We'll install a really nice composting toilet. Is solar pulling anything in with the fog? Not right now. No solar today. Are you selling that, Brian? Or are you saying you found that? Because I'll buy it right away. I'll buy it as is. Send me an email, please, Brian. If you're selling that truck, please email me, luckythrives317@gmail.com. I will go and buy it this week. Are we going to live in it full time? As full time as we can. My wife still works in town. I'm going to be working in town for another month or so. But eventually, it'll be as full time as we can possibly make it. Go to town. We still have animals in town, you guys. We can't forget about them. It's not safe to bring all of them here, so we're going to have animals in town. We're going to have to commute back and forth at least once or twice a week for groceries and all that good stuff. So we'll check on our town animals and come up here, check on our mountain animals. And it is going to be a back and forth type deal for a little while. Do we have a well? Yes, we have a 50-foot hand-dug well. It's right behind me, underneath that apple tree right there. And it produces some of the best looking, cleanest water I've ever seen. Pizza oven for the outdoor kitchen. The outdoor kitchen is Will's project. That's on his side of the land. You would cut back on animals unless they're providing food. Spoken like a true farmer, Brian. I know. We just, every time we see an animal in need, we can't help it and we take it in, and then we end up with 50,000 Franklins at our house. So, yeah, so that's our life, folks. We like to take in the less fortunate, help them out. Is the water drinkable? I don't know. I haven't gotten it tested. We did take a little sip the other day. It tasted delicious. Is Will building stuff before paying his bill? Yeah, he is. And we're going to try and create a few rules. It's hard to enforce rules. It really is. And I want to be as nice as possible. And I don't want to be stepping on his toes either. I want to be able to give him the freedom that he needs to do what he does, you know. But at the same time, I do have to protect this land since it is legally ours and will be legally ours until he pays his money. So yeah, we do have to keep those things in mind, and we might have to set a couple rules and figure out the best agreement. I still don't know exactly how we're going to go about the land purchase. I've never sold land like this to anybody. And the last time I tried to buy land like this with somebody, I got screwed over. This was at the last cabin property. We did a handshake deal, and I trusted the dude, and I thought he was going to sell it to me, and he screwed us over. And yeah, I don't know. I would never screw Will over like that. Of course not. If things went south, I would probably pay him back all the money that he paid towards the land and some for the inconvenience. But he is also living up here for free and stuff. So, I mean, I feel like right now it's a pretty good deal for everybody. I don't know. It's a touchy subject. I don't really like to talk about it. But I really don't know what to do about it either. And any advice from you guys would be appreciated. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Let us know how we should handle this type of deal and what the best way to go about this would be, because I honestly have no idea. Nate Petrowski, if you're watching this by some miracle, how did you work the deal with Will? What did you guys agree on? Because I would really like to know that. Maybe we can handle it somewhat the same way. Yeah, I don't know how long he needs. He was supposed to go 50-50 with us at the purchase time, and we talked about it, and I felt like we had given each other enough time to come up with our end of the money. And we even extended the closing by 6 months or so. I think it was 6 months or 3 months. I don't remember what we extended it by, but it was a long time. It was a huge extension, kept us away from the property the entire summer. We could have been up here probably in April, and we would have had the entire summer to work up here. But we extended the closing so that Will would have time to come up with his end, and it just never happened, unfortunately. So yeah, I don't know how to handle it. Don't know what to do.